Okay, yeah. I'm drawing in my sketchbook, and as you maybe have seen from the thumbnail, I don't really know what the thumbnail is gonna be. I'm probably not gonna like choose a thumbnail. I'm probably just gonna let YouTube do that because it doesn't really matter. So I'm drawing with a pen, just a simple pen I got from my dad. He got it from his workplace. That's why I got it. So yeah. And I, for once, really started with something different. I started with drawing the hair, and then just drawing the face, and then drawing the eyes and the nose and the mouth, which is pretty weird for me. But I think that's an exercise I should do more in, like trying to get the shape before I start on the small details, maybe. But I don't know. I kind of just start drawing, and this one turned out really good. It was actually the first thing I drew today because I have like, I wouldn't say time off, but I have like I have a gap in my classes today, which means that I had like a 2 hour gap. So I'm using my 2 hour gap to paint, which I've already done, and to then do a drawing and now do the voiceover for the drawing. So it's quite simple, pretty simple day. And we had something like today. We had the first two classes were about math, but it wasn't like the stuff we need for the exam. It was just about like budgeting and like how to save money and stuff like that, and actually making a budget because I don't know, they just wanted to teach us that for some reason. And one thing is nice, but I don't really know how much I earn every month. Like I could only do an estimate of like I usually earn somewhere like at least I earn this kind of. Sometimes more, sometimes less, and that would change the budget a lot actually. So stuff like that. But I think this month when I get my money for this month, I will I'll put the money in the budget and I'll focus on the budget and I'll look how much I actually spend on stuff because it ranges hugely from month to month. Especially if I drive more, then of course I have to pay for more gas or this and that and that. All these things can change, but of course I have a baseline in some stuff. Like last month, I spent double the amount of my budget on art. I have an art budget. I've had that for a long time, but I I spent double the budget, which is not smart, but which means I can buy less art supplies in the future. Usually just paint and stuff. Um, yeah, I think this one really came greatly together. You can still see it's me, but it's definitely different, but still the same in some way. Um, I'm a little bit sad about the one ear that I didn't get to show, or that the other ear became a little bit too big. But that's part of it. It can't be perfect every time. I think the eyes are really great, and the hair especially. I didn't want to do too much more with it. I just did a little bit more, just filled it out, like flowing and stuff like that. Really, just turned out really great actually. Yeah. Also, about this painting I'm working on, one side is completely finished, and the other side is like kind of split to two. Kind of. I was doing something. I thought about it. It kind of sucked, so I just painted it over. And now I'm thinking about. I have like two things in mind. One thing which makes great sense, and another thing that really doesn't. But I think I'm gonna do the thing that doesn't really make sense, just because I don't want to do surprise. It's another face. I don't want to do that on the other side. On the one side, I have the face, which I really like, really great sketch, and the other side, I'm either thinking about painting something like from real life, not realistic, but getting the essence of something, painting like a I don't know, a cup or something like that, or like a book, or I don't know, and then writing something, or maybe just writing something. I'm a little bit in between thoughts here, but I kind of just went forward to go back again, and that happens. That's a lot about art. Just keep going forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards. It's usually how you achieve better stuff. Like just do something. When stuff is not working, just do something. I think that's the most important thing. Yeah. Also in that math class, we also talked about investing. He didn't recommend anything. I didn't say like you should do this and that. He didn't like that's fair. I thought that was completely nice. But one thing I thought about mostly was like, yeah, I would like the idea of investing, but I also have the problem with that I have a consciousness. Like, I don't want to support companies that would make me a lot of money, but I don't want to support companies that has very bad labor laws, even more extreme working conditions, all these terrible things that a lot of large companies have problems with. I don't really want to support that, even if it gets me money, because in reality, I don't really need more money. Like, I don't want to be rich. I don't need to be rich. Yes, it will solve a lot of my problems, but there's other things that would solve that too. Like, I just don't think that money isn't the be all end all. It's a thing in this world and you need it. That's just how society works, but it's not everything. You shouldn't take it as it's the only thing that exists in the world. There's much more important things like connection, people, human to human contact, love, happiness. Like, there's a lot of more important things. So I don't think I'm going to invest anytime soon. And if I'm going to invest in something, I'm going to invest in something that does something good, not necessarily something that earns a lot of money. And also, I'm kind of investing in myself, like using my stuff to make art, because if I sell my art for more than it's investment, you know? Yeah, it's like, that's the point. Sometimes it's not about investing, just using your money to make something or sell something, you know? That's the point. You can always make more money, but you can't really just like, yeah, you can also save the stuff you have, but yeah, it was fun. It was all right. But it'll be crazy to actually see if I can make a great budget. But I don't know. Yeah, like really cool face. Took me 7 minutes and 43 seconds. So if you watched this far, which is like nearly the whole video, I think you should like and subscribe and comment, because I really appreciate every time you guys do that. That would be really cool. Like, just awesome if you would do that. But you don't have to. You can if you want to. And I don't have a secret word for today. I don't really feel like it. It's kind of a shorter video. But yeah, just have a nice day, night, wherever you are. Just have a nice time. And bye-bye.